Hi, I'm Cindy. I'm the owner of Pot Studios here at Tugan, and we're going to make a vase. So welcome to my studio and we'll get going. We're going to go through making a vase today. This is the end result. So it's like a normal perfect piece of pottery and tableware that you can use every day. So what I just did then was cut a piece off our block. We're going to roll out the clay. When we're rolling out also, I'm using these guides. The guides are 8mm thick, and what that does, it allows my clay to be a consistent thickness. Once we've rolled out the clay, you'll see that there's some open particles on the top. So we use a rib, and this rib pushes all those particles back together, and this makes our pottery really firm and hard. So before we put the clay into our form, we need to make sure we stamp the bottom. We need to now line the bowl with the clay. To do that, we need to pop our stamp down the bottom. So what we have to do is we have to cut a wedge. So we hit the bowl and then come in about 3 or 4 centimetres. And we do a wedge directly across. We're going to get that in by folding those 2 corners and folding. We're just going to gently line this bowl now and cut off the excess clay. And we're now going to use our rib on the rounded side, and we're going to smooth that clay into the bowl. So what we're going to do now is we're going to make a coil, and we're going to start building the vase up. To do that, we roll out the coil. So just use the whole hand when you're rolling out. You're just working on that being really nice and even. Once we've got it to about this thickness, we're then going to roll it and flatten it. We're going to rip the ends of this coil. We'll bring back the bowl, and as you can see, the width of the coil here is the same width as the bowl. So we put this coil directly on top of our clay inside the form. So what we're going to do is thin out that edge, and we're going to thin out this edge, and we're going to overlap them. We're then just going to smooth that edge and also smooth on the inside. So what we've got to do now is we've got to join the coil from the top onto the base. So we pull down all that clay, and then once we've got it all the way around, we use our black rib and we smooth. So what we've got to do now is smooth the join onto our base and also repair the areas where we cut. We use our rib, and then we pull this clay down to join it to our base. So once we've got it roughly smooth, we're going to just gently now put it back into that form. We're going to push it into shape. We're going to push that into the corners of our form. So when we reach the top, all we do is just thin out the clay. This vase will go into the kiln for the first time. Once it comes out of the kiln, we'll put some liquid glaze on it, and then it'll go back into the kiln again. And then when we bring it out, it'll all be finished. So there's your vase. So this is what our vase looks like after we've finished it. We're just going to place it here next to my favourite spot. This is the lovely ABI tapware that we use here, and also I've handmade the basin and the tiles, and everything is handmade.